to share my new song with you. So here we are in the brainwash. It's where I wash my brain. Got no lover like the brainwash. And here I am again, lover of the brainwash. I clean my dirty brain. Come with me to the brainwash, where we'll love again. I have no idea why I did that. I hope you have some idea why I did that. Anyhow, I was 64 years old, December 14th. Yeah, that's a great way to start out. You get applause for not dying. It's terrific. There's nothing better. And I've only been doing stand-up comedy since my daughter, Grace Elizabeth here, started me. She signed me up about 8 months ago. But don't worry about me at my age. I have a plan. In 20 years, if I don't make it on to Johnny Carson, I'm going to quit. I take good care of myself. I saw my cardiologist, and cardiologist said my heart was good. I said, yes, doctor, but the big question is, can I have sex? And he looked at me. He looked at my huge feet. He looked at my furry behind. He looked at my saggy tummy. He looked at my saggy muscles. He looked at my Frankenstein brow. He looked at my bare head, and he started laughing and laughing and laughing. And when he quit laughing, he said, you know, it's not really up to me. So I'm totally not hip. I'm just completely out of it. For instance, I thought Kanye West was an airline. And I thought anal meant you really, really, really clean. And roids. What is the problem about roids and baseball? If somebody wants to play baseball and they have hemorrhoids, let them. George Brett did it. He was the most valuable player. Of course, the squeeze play is a problem. And tramp stamp. Any of you guys have a tramp stamp? No? It sounds like something you get at a homeless shelter. You know, with this you can come back in again later, right? I don't know. And Mariah Carey, is she black or is she white? All the white people I talk to say she's white. All the black women I talk to say she's black. All the black men I talk to just salivate. You're right, I have to take that out. My daughter was advising me on what was going to work and what wasn't going to work. Well, this is my daughter, Grace Elizabeth. My first joke was when I said, people see us together, and women say, that is disgusting. He's old enough to be her father. Her grandfather. And men say, son of a bitch, how did he do it? That was my first joke. Used to get a laugh. Anyway, I had a bad relationship about 35 years ago. It was doomed from the very start. We were two completely different kinds of people. I was male and she was female. And so we were in trouble. And I remember we also had a language problem. She liked to use the L word while we were L-ing, while we were making L. And it gave me an MI, and I had to go to the hospital. But she didn't take that as a compliment. You know, my brain is really seizing up. It's great being bipolar. You think you can do anything, like Sauron, Lord of the Rings. Right? He said, I'm going to make a ring. I'm going to make lots of rings. I'm going to make ring upon ring upon ring. And then they come and they cut his ring off. And they say, oh, no, I'm depressed. Goes into a depressed cycle. He goes up and is incorporeal on the mountain. And then he comes back and he's going to rule the whole universe. You LOTR fans here? So this insight into Sauron that he's bipolar will get you absolutely nowhere with women. But it may help you with the next Dungeons and Dragons fest. What am I having trouble with there, sweetheart?
I don't know.
Oh, yes. I had been divorced and she had never even been married, and I guess she wanted to be divorced. This is like being in a baseball game, but I'm playing cricket. Okay. You know, I can't see a thing. Anyway, so she came to me and she said, we need to break up. Even though I have had more orgasms with you than with any man I've ever known. Let me make sure you got that. I've had more orgasms with you than with any man I've ever known. I don't expect a laugh on that. I just like to get it out there. You know, just get it out. You'd be surprised how hard it is to bring a thing up like that in casual conversation. You know. And of course the question is, why did you break up if the sex was good? Well, you see, she wanted me to put some clean clothes in a drawer. How many of you have ever offered a drawer or have offered a drawer? Okay. She wanted to put some clean clothes in a drawer, and I told her I wasn't ready for it. But I'll tell you now, 35 years later, if any of you ladies made the offer, I would be glad to put something in your drawers.